Hello, you lovely people. These are the heart whispers for you today and additional guidance. Let joy guide. Let it show you the way forward and the way home. Where does joy take you today? Maybe before we continue, just tune into joy. Just let a little chuckle through. Just like, hmm, hmm, yeah. Where does joy take me today? Oh, out among the stars. Ooh, I'm going among the stars today. Great. Maybe it takes you out into the garden. Maybe it takes you to your favorite place in the house. Maybe it takes you to a memory. It is okay. When you've done that, most of us, and maybe wants you to go into the forest and out to the lake and to the seas. Maybe it wants you to do something where you think, what the? Why would that make me happy? Why is joy leading me here? And you're in the inner grown-up personality might just say, "Ah, but that's not going to happen because it's the middle of the night when I'm watching this video," or yeah, but I have to go to work, so this will not happen. We have a lot of inner work of inner grown-up action going on when we let joy in, because joy often feel like childlike, because our inner child is often happy when it is balanced and it is feeling good about life. Now, also ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen for me following my joy? What's the worst that can happen when I do what joy asks me of me today? I mean, come on, going out into the stars. Okay, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen if you go out onto the lawn or to your favorite place in the house? Well, or what's the worst that can happen if you just cuddle in your bed and just watch TV? What's the worst that can happen? I won't get anything done. No, I know, but what's the worst that can happen? Is that really the worst that can happen? You think you can do it some other time? And when you've asked that, then ask, what's the best thing that can happen? And it's okay. It is perfectly okay to be more afraid of the best thing than the worst thing that can happen. Let joy guide you. And the reason it is okay to be more scared of the best thing, and why you might even draw a blank in what's the best thing that can happen if I follow my joy, I don't know. It's because you haven't been conditioned to follow your joy. You haven't been conditioned to see the positive. But we have trained in school for a number of years and at work and other education for a really big number of years to find the missing pieces, to find what went wrong, to find the fault, which means we know how to handle the worst that can happen. We know how to handle the bad things, that the good things, uh I don't like the good things. Excuse me? Happiness and joy. Those are the good things. Those are the things that we strive for in our everyday life with everything we say and with everything we am. But we have not learned how to handle them most of the time, which means we have to find a way to do that, which means we will often be more scared of the good thing that can happen from following our hearts, from standing up on stage and saying, this is who I am. And this might be a literal stage, or it might just be the stage of your life. This is who I am. This makes me happy. To share that with others might scare you senseless because you do not know how to handle it. So start with the small things, a little step at a time. Start by acknowledging, okay, I'm scared senseless of what might actually go right, what might actually be the good thing from going out among the stars, because I can't see it. And I have to tell you, I have had a long time where I was scared as hell every time I heard the stars call. Every time I was guided out among the stars, I returned to what I knew and said, no, no, I have to ground. I can't run away from this. I have to stay on this planet. But the stars make me smile. And I keep returning and I keep being scared because I have no idea where they're going to lead me. I have no idea what this is going to bring me. I seriously, my mind cannot make it up. My mind cannot give me anything that tells me this is what you're going to get from it. Because I haven't been there. I don't know. But the rest of my body, it gives me a feeling of expansion. It gives me a feeling of calm. So you might not be able to express into words what's the best that can happen. You might not even be able to express what's the worst that can happen. But trust me, your body will react. So be aware of what happens in and around you when you ask these questions. And when you ask these questions, it is okay to dive a little deeper. Okay? But if the worst that can happen when I go into bed and just watch television for an entire day, if the worst that can happen from this is that I haven't done my housework, well, it'll be there tomorrow. I won't run away. Is that really so bad? Is it really so bad that it is worth running away from my joy to not experience that the housework just stayed away from one day? And I promise you, when you ask those additional questions, you just dive deeper and ask the questions that come to you. Even if you can feel that you're circling around something you do not want to acknowledge is actually the core of this, because mine would be, I know this from a fact because I've made this journey. Mine would be, yeah, well, then I'm lazy. I'm not worthy if I do not work my ass off. So it's not about the housework. It's about what I feel I am worth. And that brings calm so that I can actually take the actions and the guilt that comes along, heal it, and allow myself to do the actions anyway and just start feeling good about filling me up. Start feeling good about following my heart. Start feeling good and exploring what's the best that can happen. And I promise you, the best that can happen is that you feel joy. And when you feel joy, you get more energy, you get more compassion for yourself and for others. You get a completely different life over time. All of a sudden, life gets worth living. And that is often the best that can happen when you listen to your heart, listen to the whispers, and walk the path of your heart. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.